9:41 exactly, and just when we thought it was safe to go out, another danger on our doorsteps. We are going to be talking with Cheryl Pillay, Chairperson of the Yes Movement in Eldorado Park. She's also a community activist, and we're going to be talking about the purple drink, which is called lean. What exactly is lean? How is it concocted, and who is at risk? A very good morning to you, Cheryl Pillay. Welcome to the program.
Good morning to you and good morning to your listeners.
Okay, a very worrying situation, is it not? We're talking about something that is targeted at our youth, the adolescents especially, children in primary schools, I should imagine. What on earth is going on? When and how did this all come about?
Wow, yes, it's absolutely concerning because I think if you're looking at the accessibility of this lean in our communities by our informal shops in the community that's about on every corner, selling this to our children that does not even understand the danger of what they're using, it is a great concern.
Okay, let's talk about what exactly is lean. How is it made up? And obviously, when I look at the list of ingredients, I realize just how easily accessible it is. In fact, we have the stuff in our homes, in our kitchens, in our pantries.
Absolutely true. So, and the craze is everybody is on this health drive. So we all walk around with water bottles,
Mm,
or juice
mm.
bottles because we're all healthy. So it's so easy for the kids to put the concoction in a juice bottle or these Tupperware bottles or whatever water bottles it is, and they could be right in front of you and and using it. And exactly like you're saying, it's medication that is being held in our homes. It's the basic day-to-day meds that's been used. But obviously the concoction was your Mylan or your Xanax, those kind of medications. I think on Sunday we had a girl that had to be taken with an ambulance to hospital where they crushed 10 Mylan in their soul pain and their Fanta grape.
Sure. Okay. And this is really very, very dangerous, is it not? These kids could actually die from these concoctions. That's how serious it actually is. Let's talk about lean in particular. How are they mixing this concoction? And someone might say, why are you putting ideas into someone's head by way of this program?
Mm,
But I'm
mm.
using it as a platform of educating, let parents and even perhaps teenagers who are listening into us today realize just how harmful this is. And should they see this happening, they need to stop it in its tracks.
Absolutely. So one of the ingredients that they use a lot is the grape sizer. Your Fanta grape.
Mm.
That's why it's called the purple drink. And then added to that would be the soul pain medication, the syrup, the soul pain syrup. And they will also add Mylan tablets or they will add Xanax tablets, just about any meds that they can get. Codeine medication, which is normal in the household, especially this time of the year, and they mix it together and they have it in their water bottles and they're walking around and drinking it. The
Okay.
scary thing of it, the scary thing of it is that all of this is accessible in our households, but also the corner shop is selling it to children, whether they have a pharmaceutical license or not.
All right, I can understand the Sprite and the cough syrup. That seems to be the two big ones: cough syrup and either fruit flavored drinks
Okay.
or the Sprite. But isn't Xanax a Schedule 3 or a Schedule 5 drug? I mean, I don't think kids can come by that very easily.
They're selling it on the corner shop. So Xanax and Mylan is one of the very critical ones that they use. So most of the times that we have found kids with it, we've actually found them having Mylan or Xanax. And this is being sold at the house shops to our children.
Okay, so Cheryl, what are we doing about it? You're a community activist together with Darylene James and a few other people in the area in Eldorado Park. And because I'm talking to you doesn't mean this is only contained in Eldorado Park. It's all over the country. What is your message to perhaps teachers, to schools, and to parents as well? Because clearly, if adolescents are experimenting and getting hooked on this purple drink, they are going to graduate to very, very hard narcotics going forward, isn't it?
Absolutely. I want to say that we've had reports of many children collapsing at school. We did have two deaths in Eldorado Park in the past 2 weeks. However, this is not an Eldorado Park thing. I think we've had lots of responses from other communities saying we see the still plain syrup bottles laying in the parks all over.
Mm,
But
mhm,
what we have started doing was 2 weeks ago, we started an engagement with the various stakeholders, with SAPRA, with the MNC of Public Safety, um, educators going into the schools and speaking to the educators, speaking to the FBO so that we can get the message out to parents. Because concerning was when the one boy had died, and the ambulance had said it's natural causes. His mom then said it can't be natural causes because my child was healthy. They then
mm,
asked an inquest and the pathology van picked him up. And when they picked him up, the pathologist actually said, but he's reeking like there's a smell of medication coming from him. And then
mhm,
when we checked, it was actually that the night before he went to lay down, he had used lean. So it's very common on our streets. And I think the message is to parents is to educate their children, to speak about it, to speak about the dangers of it, because it's life threatening. It's not just a quick high or wanting to have a fix. It is absolutely a health risk to our youth. So we need to get this message out there that it's not okay, because kids as young as 9 and 10 is also leaning. So, we found out that lean is like actually flooded on the market when we
sure.
started investigating the past 2 weeks.
Frightening indeed. Cheryl Pillay, chairperson of the Yes Movement in Eldorado Park, and you're also a community activist, highlighting the issue around lean, the purple drink. And as you've indicated, and I have also said earlier on in the interview, that this isn't a problem just contained within Eldorado Park. It is all over the country, all over our schools. Parents wake up and start educating your children and ensuring that they're not exposed to this issue. And this will be their start to becoming hardcore drug addicts if you don't put your foot down here and right now. Cheryl, thank you indeed for your time.
Thanks so much. Thank you for always keeping communities updated.
And that is what Salam Media is all about. We are humanitarian journalists. It is exactly 9:49. Standing by to talk with us is Ruqayya Saban Manuel. She is in the Mubarak lands of Medina, and she's going to talk to us about her journey, the ultimate journey, and that, of course, is the journey of Hajj, inshallah.